Hi, Moguls. Welcome to part three for NFTs. You're like, what is an NFT? She's doing three parts. Well, it's a non. It's a blockchain that the encryption is blockchain technology on your art, JPEG or PDF. So you can sell it as a blockchain technology art, if that's sort of the layman's term. So fungible. So basically fungible items with many copies by setting the number next to supply. So if you have more than one. So let me just explain some things to you so you can see like why this is exciting if you're an artist, a writer, a singer, a poet, if you have recipes, if you have songs, if you like making t-shirts with logos, if you're a logo person. Like I said, hey, you're cool, like, follow, girl moguls, guy moguls, moguls. So I want to give you some statistics, some recent statistics, so you can see how exciting. So recent statistics for RNFS. So sellers have averaged 9.7 eurythems per user. And this is over the last 6 months. And this article was probably, 2 months old now by the time you're hearing it. And so they're getting an exchange rate of about 650 dash Ethereum, so ETH. And so that's about $1,000 per wallet per month. So, example, NFT creators sold about 5.4 Ethereums. So that's over 3,500 on the average over the last 6 months. And that's the art category. So there's several categories, and this is art NFTs. There's music, there's paintings, sketches, gifs, animation, videos, recipes, slogans, words, phrases. So there's a lot of stuff. So the art category, 9.5 Ethereum, about $6,300 was sold per artist on the average. So they're saying about $6,300 is the average selling price for artists. So artist sellers are average about 7.4 Ethereum. So that's how the pricing is going. And they said some people even had a 9.1 Ethereum. So that's ETH. I'm probably not saying it exactly, pronouncing it very right, but I just wanted to explain to you how hot this is growing, this trend. And they're saying in the last 6 months, about 45 different artists exceeded 100 ETH in the primary sales of their artwork. So there's primary sales, and some super artists average 44 ETH of sales per month. So that's about approximately $28,000 or over per month per artist in the primary sales of their own work. So it has to be your own work. And so it's like having a sell. If you're selling $28,000 on the average, so that's like having a salary of $340,000 a year. I'm assuming in my bright, smart mind, and so are you. You're probably like, oh, they're probably famous. They're probably TikTok stars, Instagram stars, or they're probably on TV, or they're probably famous musician or famous athlete, or they just got famous. Yeah, life isn't fair. A lot of people are born rich and famous, or they became a professional athlete and became famous, or they got on TV or film and became famous, or they became TikTok famous. What can we do? Or they were born rich and got into the right schools and the right country clubs. So the rest of us are just in the hourly wage, part-time gig workers, and we're trying to find our path to success and getting paid handsomely. Otherwise, we're stuck working part-time or full-time for someone and never going to have money to buy our own house, which is sad. So that's why I want to tell you about this exciting NFTs, the art NFTs, because most of us listening are artists or up and coming moguls or business people. So I want to share this exciting information so you can, dig into it, research, or learn it for yourself and see if it's something you're interested in. And I wanted to share with you, there's about 12 NFT millionaires or wallets that have sold over 1 million US dollars in NFTs. So by the time that you're listening to this podcast, I'm sure that number has gone higher. So there's, can you imagine 12 NFT millionaires? So, and I'm assuming those people had money and some kind of fame, or they had to have some kind of money to start, because you got to buy like ethereum, which is expensive. It's about $1,700 for one cryptocurrency, and you need that for the blockchain to put on the encryption on your art. So, and they're saying Sorare, Sorare, is the top person currently. And by the time I said you're listening to this, and if I have donations, I can get these to you faster. Please hit the 5 stars. Please subscribe. If you can simply subscribe to my YouTube and hit 5 stars, really appreciate it. If you can buy me coffee sneakies, I really appreciate it. Or PayPal me anonymous content, Royal Girl, I really appreciate it. Or buy a book. Really appreciate $5 for coffee for the podcast. And if you can't send $5 or more, please just, 5 stars on Apple and Spotify, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. The links are below, and you can use my Robinhood link to get yourself a free stock. It's a win-win for both of us. So, and they're saying that somebody, quote unquote, has grossed $650,000 from just a $600 deposit. So maybe this is the new gold. There's always like go west and dig for gold. That was exciting. People could just come and pan for gold. And then some people made their gold by selling prospectors the tools that they would need to dig for gold, which is kind of like in the West, people, sell you acting classes and photography classes and this class and this coaching class and this class. It's a never ending cycle. If you're in Los Angeles, it's like digging for gold. Maybe you didn't find gold, but you're selling the tools for the people who are digging for gold. So this sounds like, you're at the very, like you've already missed 6 months or more of the NFT startup. So we're already behind, because that's how fast technology is smashing. This is smashing into the world right now. It's really just disruptor. It's a huge technology disruptor that's happening right now. Maybe we're even on like the tail end of it. So they're saying it's a new industry, but what I'm saying, you can get in now. And one of the, you got to do your research, because there's a lot of costs that's involved. And OpenSea, I really like OpenSea. There's a young group of guys that they're tech savvy, and they have really, really great credits at OpenSea. I want to share some of the credits. Alex Atalia, he's the co-founder and CTO of OpenSea, which is the first and largest marketplace for non-fungible tokens. That's what NFTs means, non-fungible tokens. And OpenSea came from the idea from a Y Combinator W18 batch, and they raised a seed round from Founders Fund, Blockchain Capital, Coinbase, and Coinbase is where you can buy your cryptocurrencies. Everyone knows that, and they have wallet there. One Confirmation, some other places, and so before that, Alex was a CTO of Hostess.fm, and he sold Hostess.fm to Betaport in 2014, and he built cybersecurity products for Planeter for 2 years. And I think I've told you about the Planeter stock and the IPO Planeter, Plantar. And he's very cool. And there's lots of great guys on his team that I just want to tell you some more members of the team on OpenSea. So you kind of know who's behind the people. David Finzer, he's the co-founder and CEO with Alex. He did software engineering at Google and Pinterest, and then he sold his previously company ClaimDog to Credit Karma. And then there's Joshua Wu. He's a founding engineer, and he was a tech lead at Facebook, and led an AI venture and founded his own startup. So Robert Sun is an engineer. He has experience building products from LinkedIn, Facebook, Amazon. So you could see their team, and they're really young looking. They look like they're in their 20s, 25. Some of them look like 30. And so they have a bunch of nice engineer. And so those are some good people. So let me just tell you a little bit. You go to OpenSea and you're like, where do I start? You've got to download MetaMask. And, if you don't want to download the MetaMask, MetaMask on your main browser, then open up a browser that you normally don't use, like maybe, just if you use Google all the time, maybe you want to use like Firefox. If you don't use Firefox, and maybe open up a different browser that you don't use all the time. So if you don't trust it or don't feel safe, just put it in a browser that you don't use all the time. So test it out in a browser that you don't use all the time. That's my smart thinking. So, there's other platforms besides OpenSeas like Mintbase and Rarible. That's Rarible and Mintbase. And you're looking for the standard ERC-1155 standard. So that's to help with the gas-free minting. And so basically, let's see, fungible. I told you about that. You can, so basically they had their beta testers, and their beta testers earned about $400 on an average a month. And so they're saying the volume of artistic or art NFTs are going to be growing. They've grown from 1 million per month to over 20 million per month. So that's a big increase. So you can see how popular it is. So I just want you to get excited about that. So you go to OpenSea, you download, you put it says you got to put MetaMask on your Chrome. You put MetaMask on your Chrome. And then it has little steps on how you can make trading cards, collectibles, and you can create your NFT for free on the OpenSea. And then so that hopefully that helps you to start. So I would go to OpenSea and then download MetaMask on a browser that you're not using all the time, and then check it out and see if it's something that works for you. And I hope that helps you to kind of get a feel for what might be interesting to you. And let me just see. Like I said, I'll recap. You download the MetaMask, and then you buy and transfer your ETH or Ethereum, and you can use my Robinhood link below if you don't have a Robinhood link to buy Ethereum. Then you register with, say, example, if you go with the OpenSea or the ones where it doesn't have a lot of fees, because you can do that for free, then you can create your NFT, and it has some steps. And like I said, some places are really pricey. So then you download your MetaMask because you want the MetaMask wallet or whatever wallet you prefer. And you have it on your Chrome extension and your Firefox extension or your whatever extension that you're using. It pretty much goes with any, search engine that you have. And then you have to have like a passphrase. So please make sure it's a good passphrase and have it in a spot where you can recover your passphrase. Then you buy, and then you transfer the Ethereum, which is ETH symbol. And then you create a record of your image. It's free, but NFTs are transmitted on the Ethereum blockchains, and like they will say gas fees for transferring and validating the token. So, life is not free. If somebody says it's free, then they'll probably have some kind of sales trick. So then you register with OpenSea, OpenSea.com, OpenSea. And I told you the founder and the co-founders and the people. And, OpenSea recap, the largest NFT marketplace. It offers the free NFT token creation service. And you have to validate the token blockchain to be transferable and real. And then you create your NFT from a JPEG file. So, and then you will put the price of your art NFT, and you will determine how much commission the creator you will get each time the file's transferred from one person to another. So if someone buys say you have a picture of your dog and you save it as JPEG file and says like my dog or whatever it is, and you say the commission is going to be 10% and someone buys it because they love your dog, it's really cute. My husky is really cute. So hopefully you buy a picture of my dog. And then that person sells it, and then that person sells it because then they find, oh, she's the hostess of Girls Guide to Investing. She's really cool. Oh, she's been reading to kids during COVID all the time. Yeah, that's super cool of her to do that without receiving $1 the entire year from anyone. So it's a lot of work, time, efforts, and energy to do podcasts, especially by yourself without any money. So maybe NFTs, you guys will give me love there. And so each time someone buys it, there's a commission. So you can add information on the image. You can put hyperlinks, the number of copies to make, secret messages that only the owner of the NFT can access. Isn't that cool? You have secret messages on there. Remember back in the day when they had like the record players, if you played them backwards, there was like secret messages. I guess there's secret messages in all media. They supposedly said on TV and stuff and radio and film. Then you transfer it on a blockchain. So the blockchain basically is a transaction, a record of transactions. So when they say blockchains, it's a record of transaction in the digital tech fin world, sort of, so it's technology, and your token needs to be submitted to confirm that it exists, that it's real. So it has to be submitted to confirm the existence on the blockchain or to the blockchain, and that's it. You create you can create NFTs. So anything, art, doodles, sketches, illustration, songs, phrases, words, GIFs, animation, videos, sports, cards, collectibles. So anything artistic, you're painting, like, you want to call, put a piece of wood and put a dot in the middle of it and call it tiny spot, or, you see those things. Remember, the crazy art that sells for like hundreds of millions of dollars. You're like, what is that? And you're like, it looks like a child did it. It looked like junk, or, not to be mean or offensive, but like, you'll just say, what is that? And someone bought it for so much money. So I'm just saying, we're all creative. You don't have to, sit there and sweat it out. Art can be anything. Like I said, last time we gave you the example of, fruit with duct tape on a blank canvas. If that can sell for a lot of money, like anyone, you maybe put a nail on, a lot of actors do self tapes. So I would put a blue screen on a blue canvas. And since I had to, tape mine to the wall and then it fell, I'd put duct tape, and then a couple nails around it. So it'd be blue for the blue screen, a couple nails around there, and the tape. And it would just be called self tape screen. And those of you who do self tapes will understand and know, like, you either have to have those big stands with the 3-pronged feet that take up so much space, and the pole to hang your blue screen on that takes up your whole living room. So a lot of us said, I'm just going to nail it to the wall, my blue screen, so it takes the least amount of space. Some people just painted their wall blue. So good luck, artists. This is part 3 of NFTs. People are so excited about that. Like you said, billionaire Mark Cuban wants to own his own NFT art gallery. So I'm assuming a lot of people are going to open up art galleries, NFT art galleries, and you'll see a lot of celebrities and singers and sports people, and like even Jack Dorsey, the CEO, sell his phrase, Twitter phrase that I told you about in part 2. And Lindsay Lohan, and just, of course, and the band, singers in the band and sports people. So you're going to see a lot of NFT art being sold, and hopefully your art sells for a lot. And just thank you so much for listening. And I just thought it would just show you, like, open source is a place to start. And you have to get that MetaMask wallet, and then you'll be on your way. But you do have to save some money to buy the Ethereum to start. And good luck on your artistic NFT adventure. I hope it proves successful and prosperous for you, because if you're successful and prosperous, I know you'll donate to the channel, and it'll be a win-win, because we all need that good karma back for us for our time and exchange of time. So please give back if you're listening. Really appreciate it. Simply in the summary below, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, which I have the link in there. You can hit the 5 stars for the podcast, and you can use the Robinhood link, or buy any of the books below, or even buy me coffee sneakies or send me a tip or donation to anonymous content. Really appreciate it. Thanks for listening. Until next week. See you then. And I hope you're enjoying my fantastic guests that we've been having on the show. Ned Bryans is coming up next month. Please look out for that. He manages a multi-billionaire who started as a grocery store manager. So all things are possible. Don't get down. A lot of us are down during COVID. A lot of us are down that like we don't have a job yet and we're working really hard and we might not know where we fit in, especially if you're an artist. You always feel a little like you don't fit in. So I hope that you fit in. I hope that, you can save the money to get your first NFT art that like you saw. I try to motivate you, and even on open source is motivating you that someone just started with $600 and now is like past $20,000. So good luck to everyone. Thank you so much.